Good afternoon. It is Monday, July the 8th. Thanks for joining today. Certainly hope you had a safe, happy, enjoyable, and soggy holiday weekend. Mother Nature really not giving us much of a break at all. There is some good news though. I always like to bring you the glasses half full sort of perspective, and I do have some good news over the course of the next 7 days. So we'll get into all of that information and much, much more right after we start the show. Hi, Mary.
It's time to go. Outside it's raining cats and dogs. Someone told me it's about to snow. I need a friend, it's PittsburghWeatherNow.com. And we start the show.
And we are off and running on a Monday. Again, hope you're having a great day today as you get back into the swing of things after the extended holiday weekend. And thankfully, no rain across most of the area today. Not the entire area. There are literally one or two spotty showers occurring over across the higher elevations to the south and east, which I'll show you momentarily. Let me set the radar back up and then we'll be good to go. A couple of things. First off, want to update you on the homepage. As always, you are invited to visit PittsburghWeatherNow.com for all of the latest content. And we're updating it on a daily basis. Let me take you there right now. As always, you know that's where we have our Pittsburgh Weather Shop link to get your whiteboard weather merchandise, and our link to our Good Brother Earl theme song video. Will await the outcome and results of the Pittsburgh City paper vote that ended over the weekend. So we'll be taking that link down, and we'll wait to hear from the City paper on the results. Right here on the homepage, we have our sponsor shout out, which was posted yesterday, giving some love to all of my sponsors, and I ask you to support them. Our fun fact of the day deals with some really high heat. The hottest temperature recorded across the lower 48. So you can check that out. And as you scroll down the homepage, you can see updated just today. Visit the homepage. These are really interesting. The Braun Bostitch Associates and their all-weather wealth tips. It's updated every Monday. We have a new one up today, so check that out. We have our lawn and landscaping tips, our golf forecast, and of course our photo gallery, which got a little bigger over the weekend. Showed you some photos from the photo gallery at the beginning, but we have added a new gallery. We're calling it Vacation Photos. Some of you have already sent in photos of your vacation or staycation, and this was my picture of the day. I want to show this to you. David Jankowski sent this in from his trip to the Bahamas, where he took his whiteboard weather t-shirt on vacation. And I, of course, ask you to share your vacation, your staycation pictures, and if you've purchased any whiteboard weather merchandise, snap a pic either of the shirt or yourself in the shirt and where you're representing whiteboard weather. And we want to continue to add to that particular photo gallery and just show everyone where whiteboard weather is showing up, and share your vacation pictures, a shot or two from where you're enjoying at least part of your summer. Hopefully it is in a drier location. That said, boy, It has been a rainy stretch, not only this month, but going back the last several months. Some of the official numbers that I will share with you of the first 7 days of the month, doesn't include today, but the first 7 days a month, 6 of them had included measurable rain officially. So that's off to a great start. For the year, our surplus of rainfall is now about 7.5 inches, which means if it didn't rain another drop between now and Labor Day, then we would be back to normal. So you know that's not going to happen. We can't get 3 days in a row without rain, but that just shows you how much above normal we are in terms of precipitation for the year so far. So it's been a rainy stretch, and we have lots to talk about with regards to some better weather ahead. First off, I want to get you some birthdays for today. And gosh, I just remembered I wanted to grab something and I forgot. And I'll explain it in a minute. Today, Kevin Bacon, going to cut Footloose. He's 61 years old today. Kevin Bacon. Toby Keith celebrates his birthday today. The singer and musical producer Beck celebrates his birthday today. Actress Angelica Houston celebrating birthday today. Wolfgang Puck has a birthday today. And my favorite birthday of today, and I was going to bring up, I have the Sports Illustrated magazine with this guy's picture on the front. That's a very iconic photo, just kind of a close-up of the vampire that played middle linebacker for your Pittsburgh Steelers. You know who I'm talking about. Jack Lambert celebrates his birthday today. Dracula in cleats, as he was called. Get this, Jack Lambert is 67 years old today. So happy birthday to big number 58, one of my favorites from growing up as a child. Now, I will fully admit, I'm not going to say he was my absolute favorite. He was one of my favorites. I am well on the record with all of my family and friends. I just lost radar. With all of my family and friends, that my favorite Steeler of the 70s teams was John Stallworth. He was my favorite, but not far behind was Jack Lambert. So happy birthday, big number 58. Today is National Chocolate and Almonds Day today. So that's it. That's all we got today. Now, let us... Oh, and the All-Star game is tonight. Good luck to Josh Bell up in Cleveland tonight in the Home Run Derby, if you'll be watching. My son's told me that he's the favorite now that Christian Yelich has pulled out of the Home Run Derby. So good luck to Josh Bell tonight, representing Pittsburgh. So we wish him well up in Cleveland tonight for the Home Run Derby. All right, let me show you something really quick. This is the good news that I was sort of alluding to. I want to show you the climatological outlook. This is between now and the middle part of the month, so for about the next 10 days. This is the temperature outlook. It looks to be very warm through the middle part of the month. You can see a lot of those greens with that A right in the center across the upper Midwest. That means a very good probability of above normal temperatures. Now, our normal high is about 83, so we have a shot, I'd say, probably in the next 10 days of getting a 90-degree reading or two with that type of temperature pattern. And here's the good news. This is the precipitation pattern. Look at that big B sitting right there in the Ohio Valley. That is a really good chance of below normal precipitation over the next 10 days. So it does look like we could turn around our fortunes at least somewhat over the next, say, 7 to 10 day period with below average precipitation. I haven't seen a B that close to Pittsburgh for quite some time. So that said, here's the flip-flop in the pattern. Wet pattern for the first 7 days of the month. Through yesterday, 6 of the first 7 days this month have had measurable rain. The drier pattern, 5 of the next 6 days, I do not see rain. I only see rain probability high 1 of the next 6 days. I'd like just to stay focused on that for about an hour. Read it, soak it in, love it, it's coming. All right, here's the way it looks outside this afternoon. Most of the area is dry. As I mentioned, not the entire area. I'll put this into motion here. You can see, if you're watching from parts of Fayette County, there are a couple of showers kind of backing in. You can see them working their way back over or close to the ridge top. So that would be the eastern slopes of the higher elevations of Fayette County. So just on the other side of Route 119 in Connellsville, as you get out toward Farmington, over toward Ohiopyle, there are a couple of showers that have popped there this afternoon, and maybe one or two sprinkles as you get up into parts of Westmoreland County too, so maybe out by Seven Springs and Hidden Valley. Otherwise, it is dry across the area. This is just stuff around the radar site. That is not actual precipitation. So it is looking better starting this afternoon and continuing for the next several days. Let me get you the current conditions. 78 right now. We have a northeast wind coming in at 8 miles an hour. It hasn't been a refreshing change, but the dew points are down at least a couple of notches. Over the weekend, dew points are running near 70. They've backed off into the mid-60s, so it's still humid outside, but not as uncomfortably oppressive as it was over the weekend. All right, here's the way it looks on the surface map. Take note, the boundary that took its time getting through here over the weekend is now down here to our south in through the Carolinas, and this is primarily where the precipitation is going to be through the middle part of the week and even the latter part of the week. It's primarily going to shift from the northeast to the southeast, and here you see a big area of high pressure. That will keep us dry tonight, and that is going to keep, boy, is that a sight for sore eyes. It's going to keep us dry tomorrow. You can see that big dome of high pressure across the Great Lakes and in through the Ohio Valley, suppressing all the moisture well down to the south. If you know someone or have travel plans down to Florida, they are going to get into a rainier pattern over the course of this week. Now, as we get into Wednesday, at least temporarily, that high, unfortunately, is going to give ground. I think Wednesday is going to be a dry day. And then you see this boundary back here, west of Chicago, Wednesday morning. That is going to swing through here, looks like on Thursday. And I do believe Thursday will be our one day of the next 6 days in which we're going to see rain. This is Thursday morning. You'll notice that low up just north of the thumb of Michigan. Some showers trailing underneath it. Nothing severe in nature. And I think any showers on Thursday should be moving quickly enough that they should not cause any issues with flash flooding. So that certainly is good news. We've had more than our fair share of that. And this is Thursday afternoon. You'll notice that low moving through. There's your opportunity for rain showers right across the area Thursday afternoon. But then look at Friday after that boundary moves through. Here comes high pressure. Daryl, there you go, a 1016 high sitting back across the Midwest. That will move in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're looking at a dry weekend on the way. So again, to reiterate, one of the next 6 days has rain, which means 5 of the next 6 will be dry. Let me head to the whiteboard and break it all down for you. Your sunrise and sunset times, the days are getting, or the daylight period is getting a bit shorter with each passing day, just by about a minute or so. But the sunset has gotten about 5 minutes earlier from about 2 weeks ago, and sunrise has gotten about 5 minutes later. So I think we've lost in total about 10 minutes of daylight since the summer solstice, which was about, again, 2.5 weeks ago. Average high and low, 83, 63. Moon phase is waxing crescents. Through July 7th, as I said, I tweeted this out earlier. Yesterday was 188th day of 2019. Of those 188 days, 107 of them have included measurable rain. That is a percentage of 57% of the days we have had not only rain, but I guess precipitation would be a better word, because that would also count snow being melted down. 2019 rainfall. I get this question. You know, last year was our record-setting year with regards to precipitation. Through July 7th last year, we had 29.33. Through July 7th this year, we're 27.6. 71, so that's about an inch and a half below or behind last year. Not on the record pace, but certainly not far behind. And our surplus for the year this year is 7.42. So as I mentioned, if we didn't see another drop of rain through Labor Day, we would then be back to normal. Tonight, 63, a partly cloudy sky, a seasonal low temperature. I do think dew points will dip a couple more degrees tonight into the lower 60s. Then we'll start to inch back up tomorrow. Mostly sunny, 86, very warm. Tomorrow night starts to turn muggy again, partly cloudy and 67, the low temperature. On Wednesday, a partly sunny, warm and humid day. This is a good pool day here, 88 degrees the high temperature, but it will be a dry day on Wednesday. Thursday, scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm, a humid day, 83. Again, I think there's going to be no severe weather on Thursday, and I don't think flash flooding is generally a concern given that any showers or thunder showers that do develop should move fairly quickly and not linger for any length of time. Then here's a look heading into your weekend. Friday, clouds and sunshine, 81, and Saturday, mostly sunny and 83 degrees. So that is a better, much better weather pattern over the next 5 to 6 days, and especially heading through next weekend, since this past weekend had its moments with the rain. Next weekend will be a bit of a payoff with some much drier weather, sunnier skies, and probably lower humidity next weekend as well. One final note, in the skies, you may see like a high haze, if you will. Almost looks like a deck of cirrus. That is some smoke that is coming down, I do believe, from some wildfires up in Manitoba and Ontario. So they're moving over parts of the Great Lakes, so we could get some of that smoke in the upper levels of the atmosphere. That's going to look kind of milkier or cloudier for a period this afternoon and tonight, but otherwise should have no impact locally, just a visual thing, but should have no impact on air quality or anything like that. So that, my friends, is going to do it for today. Again, check out the website, pittsburghweathernow.com. You can get your whiteboard weather merchandise. I ask you, as always, to share whiteboard weather with your Facebook friends and send in your photos to the gallery, staycation, vacation, and where you're representing whiteboard weather to pittsburghweathernow@gmail.com. That'll do it for today. Thanks very much for joining us. Have yourself a great rest of this Monday afternoon. Good luck to Josh Bell tonight at the Home Run Derby. See ya.